Alexandra Eala has golden chance to complete odd career-first landmark at the Qatar Open. Alexandra Eala will now head to the Qatar Open as she looks to continue her strong start to the 2026 season. Eala is faced with a tough Qatar Open draw as she looks to perform strongly in the first ever WTA 1000 event she's ever qualified for thanks to her ranking. The 20-year-old has climbed to world number 40 thanks to her performances in Abu Dhabi and the Philippines in recent weeks. She now has a golden opportunity in Qatar to revert a very strange record she's picked up on the WTA Tour. Alexandra Eala's terrible record against Czech players will be tested in Qatar. Eala has played 9 matches against Czech players without picking up a single win, dating back to her ITF days in 2022. The Filipina star will need to instantly rectify the record as she is drawn to play Teresa Valentova in the first round of the Qatar Open. Valentova knocked Eala out of the 2025 Japan Open, becoming the 9th Czech star to defeat the 20-year-old. Eala could then play Karolina Muchova in round 2 and then potentially Karolina Pliskova in round 3 of the Masters event. If the Filipina star makes the 4th round, there's a huge possibility that her wretched record against Czech stars could be a thing of the past. Eala's Qatar Open campaign is set to begin against Valentova on Monday, February 9th, with the order of play yet to be confirmed. Alexandra Eala posts social media message ahead of the Qatar Open. Eala has been jetting all across Southeast Asia following appearances in Manila, Abu Dhabi, and now Qatar. Ahead of her first Masters tournament of the year, the Filipina took to social media to update her fans on her whereabouts. On Instagram, the 20-year-old wrote, "Thank you Abu Dhabi. A time was had. Next stop Doha," following her quarter-final appearance at the WTA 500 event. Eala currently holds a 7-4 singles record in 2026, with her best performance coming at the ASB Classic where she reached the Final Four. The star defeated the likes of Donna Vekic and Magda Linette to earn herself 98 WTA Tour ranking points. Alexandra Eala and the Golden Door at the Qatar Open. There are moments in sport that feel less like matches on a schedule and more like doors quietly opening. Not everyone sees them at first. They don't announce themselves with fireworks or certainty. They simply wait, patient, demanding courage from the one who dares to step through. For Alexandra Eala, the Qatar Open feels like one of those doors. The setting itself seems designed for transformation. Doha's courts shimmer under the desert light, modern and unforgiving, a place where precision is rewarded and hesitation is exposed. It is here, far from the humid training grounds of her youth and the familiar rhythms of junior dominance, that Eala stands on the edge of a rare opportunity, a chance to complete an odd, career-first landmark that could quietly reshape the story of her professional journey. Eala's career has never followed a straight line. From the start, she has lived in the space between promise and patience. Labeled a prodigy early, she carried expectations that were both a gift and a weight. Grand Slam junior success announced her to the tennis world, but professional tennis, as it always does, demanded more than talent. It demanded time, resilience, and an appetite for discomfort. The Qatar Open represents something different. Not a breakthrough defined by noise, but one defined by meaning. This is not about lifting a trophy just yet. It is about completion. About proving that a chapter long in progress can finally close. For Eala, this tournament offers a golden chance to secure a career-first milestone that has oddly remained unfinished. Whether it's a first marquee win at this level, a deep run on a demanding hard-court stage, or the symbolic act of translating potential into sustained performance against seasoned opponents. The landmark is odd, not because it is insignificant, but because it feels overdue for a player of her pedigree. And yet, tennis does not care about timelines. What makes this moment compelling is not the certainty of success, but the alignment of factors that suggest readiness. Eala arrives more complete than she once was. Her game, once built almost entirely on timing and feel, now carries layers of intention. The left-handed patterns are smarter. The court positioning is braver. The defensive instincts, once reactive, now feel calculated. Most importantly, there is a visible calm in how she handles momentum. Younger versions of Eala chased points as if afraid they might disappear. Now, she constructs them. She waits. She trusts. At the Qatar Open, that trust may finally be tested in a way that matters. The draw at a WTA-level event is never forgiving. Every round is a negotiation with experience. Veterans know how to drag matches into uncomfortable territory. Rising stars arrive fearless and impatient. There is nowhere to hide. For Eala, navigating this environment is part of the landmark itself. To complete it, she must not only play well, she must belong. Belonging at this level is subtle. It shows in how a player walks onto court, in how they respond to a bad line call, in how they serve at break point down without glancing at their box. These are the invisible checkpoints of a professional identity fully claimed. What makes this Qatar Open special is that Eala no longer feels like a guest. She feels like someone who has waited long enough. There is also something poetic about the location. Doha has long been a crossroads, between tradition and ambition, between stillness and speed. It mirrors Eala's own balancing act, honoring the foundations that shaped her while pushing toward the player she is still becoming. Completing a career-first landmark here would not just be progress, it would be symmetry. Of course, golden chances are fragile things. Tennis is cruel to those who treat opportunity as entitlement. One loose service game, one hesitant forehand, and the door can close just as quietly as it opened. Eala knows this. That awareness, paradoxically, may be her greatest strength. She does not play like someone chasing history. She plays like someone prepared to meet it. If the landmark is completed, whatever form it ultimately takes, it will not arrive with a roar. It will arrive with a nod. From opponents, from coaches, from fans who recognize that something has shifted. The conversation around Alexandra Eala will change from when to what's next. And if it doesn't happen this time, even then, the Qatar Open will matter. Because moments like these are markers, whether they end in triumph or lessons. They reveal how close a player truly is. Still, it is hard to ignore the feeling that this week carries a different weight. A golden chance does not guarantee gold. It only asks for belief, discipline, and nerve. Alexandra Eala has spent years collecting those qualities quietly, piece by piece. Now, on the hard courts of Doha, she stands with them fully in hand. All that remains is to step forward and see whether the door finally opens.